What's going on, guys? I'm Dragos Pascu, and in today's video I'm going to talk about why can't some of you build muscle mass. Let's see why. Crucial aspects that you need to take into consideration. First, and the most important, is your calorie intake. Second is your workout routine. And third, which is last but not least, one of the most important factors, is your rest time. So today we are going to go into depth with the first one, the calorie intake, because this is the most important thing when it comes to building muscle, gaining weight and losing weight. So let's see why can't you build muscle mass. First of all, muscle mass is creating into a process called protein synthesis. This process is a result of working out. I made some notes here, so I'm going to make everything simple. I don't want to complicate anything because science is not that complicated. Some people tend to make it more complicated than it really is. It's very simple. So we've got a structure here, which I'm going to show on the screen. Okay, so training occurs and your body is like, holy shit, I need to build some muscle mass. After the training, two processes occur: protein synthesis and protein breakdown. Protein synthesis, it's actually act of attaching amino acids into one another. So amino acids build protein, which is going to build you muscles. And the other process, the second one, is a negative process, let's say, which is a protein breakdown, which especially enzymes work against you, cleaving off amino acids from skeletal muscle. And you want to avoid this because once this process starts, you are going to lose muscle, not build, which you want to do. So how can you avoid that, and how can you increase the protein synthesis? How can you get the best out of it? From recording or calculating or taking into consideration your calorie intake, because calories are made of carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Carbohydrates are made of glucose, sugars and all of that stuff. Fats are lipids, triglycerides, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, saturated fats, unsaturated fats, and trans fats, which are harmful. You need to avoid those. And proteins are made of amino acids. So all of those make the calorie intake, the calorie magic number. And once you eat the food, once you eat something, a catabolic process, we are going to talk about anabolic and catabolic in another video, and the catabolic process starts into your digestion. So once you eat some amount of food, that food is digested and macronutrients are created. Those macronutrients are going to do two things. They're going to make smaller substances, as I said, amino acids that are going to build your muscle. This is the most important thing that we need to focus on. So amino acids and also energy. That energy can be used by your body, for example, to build protein in your muscle or to give you energy to train. So now we come back to the protein breakdown. In order for you to be able to lift heavy, you need energy, and that energy comes from where? From food. So as I said, if you do not eat enough, if you do not have enough micronutrients that are catabolized into your digestion, so if your calorie intake is not big enough, if you do not eat enough, I repeat myself, but you have to know that that's the most important thing. You need to eat enough, and we'll come back to that later. You are going to force a protein breakdown. Your body is forced to start damaging your muscle tissue in order to assure you with the energy needed to train. So you need to avoid that. If you are a beginner, the most important thing that you need to take into consideration is this calorie intake, which needs to be higher than your maintenance calorie. A calorie intake can be calculated very easily. There are a lot of calculators out there on the internet. I'm going to link one in the description. You can use any calculator. Basically, it asks you for your age, gender, height, and weight. And using an algorithm, I think, I'm not sure about the process of it. Anyways, using an algorithm, it's going to give you a general calorie number which you are going to play with. So that number is your maintenance calorie intake. If you go below that, if you eat less, basically you are going to lose weight, and if you eat more, you are going to gain weight, and you will be able to build muscle mass. So that was it, straightforward. I hope you understood everything. I'm going to come back in the next video and I will talk more about anabolic and catabolic, which are again two very simple things that many people do not understand, and that's because most of the well-researched and scientists are making those things very complicated, but they are very straightforward and simple to understand. So that was it. I hope I didn't miss anything. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below, and stay tuned for more informative videos and vlogs. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.